So good day guys, so meron ako ditong PS5 na ang problema niya is nag-auto shutdown siya habang naglalaro ka. Wala pang 30 minutes o 20 minutes na mamatay siya agad. So dalawa lang yung ano natin dito, yung possible cause na makikita. Defective yung fan o yung sa exhaust niya baka barado, overheat siya. So titingnan natin kung ano ba talaga yung ano niya. So tinanggal ko na yung screw. So yung fan niya is kailangan na ring linisin, yan o. Yan. So dami ng alikabok. Yan. So linisin natin yan. Then ini-observe ko siya habang naglalaro siya, habang umiinit yung fan niya is hindi bumibilis yung ikot, steady lang siya. Baka weak na rin itong fan. So check pa rin natin dito. So, pakita ko sa inyo bakit siya ano. Iyon, kita niyo ba? Barado yung exhaust. Barado, kaya pala siya madaling mag-overheat. So barado yung ano niya. So kailangan na siyang linisin. So linisin natin yung exhaust niya, yung sa heatsink. Hindi na lang natin. Sus, ang dami ito. Daming barado pala lahat. So open ko muna kasi barado lahat. So, open ko muna. So tingnan nyo. Yun. Oh. Puro alikabok. Yan. Ang kapal ng alikabok. So bubloweran natin yan. Lininis natin blower. Din pati din ito sa ilalim. So tingnan natin dito. Grabe. So tanggalin natin to, balik ka. Din na lang natin to tatanggalin yung ano, yung linisin lang yung ating heatsink kasi nandito sa heatsink yung ano niya. Yan.
And so there was just like a ton of opportunity to invest in these funds and to co-invest in their breakout companies because they're small funds, they're not going to continue investing forever. And if I built relationships with them, what became interesting to me was like, BayGG is helpful. You know, BayGG is someone who was helping build and run.
So deep clean na lang natin to. Pati yung ano niya sa power supply.
So if the 100 million turns into 400 million, the team will get 10% of the $300 million gain, $30 million over 10 years. Pretty good living if you net it to result in, if there are a couple of partners making $1 million a year each. And so why do they choose to pay those fees as opposed to just picking funds directly? I mean, I know the answer, but I'm asking you to give me your perspective. perspective and what you hear from those LPs that then give you money to put into venture funds?
Yeah, it's a great question. So, there are different types of folks looking to get exposure to venture. I think the answer is different for all of them. So, like, a big part of our LP base,
So, ang gagawin natin is
any exposure,
labhan natin tong casing.
they're not going to spend the time.
Laban natin yung casing.
Like, they may have
Tapos
another
blubluiran yung
like they're
mga ano.
like they're a doctor, a lawyer, or real estate, or something else, and they would love exposure to venture, but they don't know how to find or evaluate venture funds, and they may have heard of top tier.
Kasi
Those are hard to get into, and the minimum check
kaya
size
pala
is
siya
high.
ano na.
And so
Kasi
for them, a fund of funds makes a lot of sense. Now there are others who know. I'll speak to Slipstream in particular. There are
sana matanggal to, mahiwalay.
small emerging managers are a big part of the best performing funds in any given vintage. Why?
So kailangan talaga tong tanggalin yung
Overperform. I mean,
Parang-
the statistics show this. The seed, pre-seed funds tend to do better on a multiple of cash.
so tanggalin ko muna lahat.
What do you think is the reason for that?
Yeah, it's a great.
So that's one of the qualitative reasons why seed might overperform. But it is a lot of work, and so that has been my experience. And so, in the anecdotes you're referring to, a lot of the people who are the Uber first investors, when I was a that fund, it was 650 to work, and I think the DPI was 120 million or something, depending on when you sell your Uber shares. And Chris Sacco was in that as well, the first round of Uber, and his fund was famous for being, also a 100x fund or something crazy like that, right? 200x fund. And I think Ron Palmer had, a real tiny piece of Google in that one of his first $10 or $20 million funds, and that one did extraordinarily well too. And I was in one of the funds that was in WhatsApp.
So ito linisin natin to.
So it's very rare that you get 20 times your money back, cash on cash, after 10 years. The averages, you need to explain to people what the averages are for seed funds, cash on cash versus, say, the stock market, or IRR, or both, however you want to sort of phrase it.
Yeah, well, one thing you said, though, reminds me of a transaction here, which is talking about, yes, some small funds, and I didn't completely answer your question about why folks invest in fund funds, so I can circle back to that, too.
Yeah.
But one thing that's really compelling about the emerging managers and small funds, you're naming iconic winners. Companies that have reached valuations that are astounding.
Yeah.
No one probably is really
Kaya,
time.
Yeah.
kaya pala siya nag-overheat.
You can get
Yan.
low ownership in those. Relative to your fund size.
Wala na siyang wala nang kalalabasan yung init. Tsaka ito. So bublower lang natin to, lilinisan. Then ito, karon din blower. Then linisan.
Which is much more likely than getting the next group. You can still generate great fund level returns if you have high ownership relative to your fund size. You can sort of go through an exercise like, hey, you had 10%
Picturean ko muna.
Now you did last year a $50 million fund. Like, what's the fund returning outcome, right? And it's much more modest than like some of the outcomes you're talking about.
10% of a $5 billion company. If a company became worth $5 billion and you own 10% of it, that'd be a $500 million return on a $50 million fund. You'd be a 10xer. And you just have to go look how many times does a company become worth $5 billion, and you can maintain your ownership for, even if it was half that, $250 million or a $50 million fund would be a 5x.
So blower
So
natin to.
math kind of messes out.
And so what I think about when I'm investing is not
Pati power supply o wala nang
$5 billion.
So linisin din natin tong power supply.
Yeah, how good? Well, sure, that's what this is for. But like, I want much more modest outcomes to generate meaningful fund level returns.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting like $250 to $500 million outcomes, which are much more likely than a $5 billion outcome. I want that to be meaningful, but that actually raises, in my view, the floor on the fund level performance. And so there's a lot of it's risky in many ways to invest in small funds.
So linisin ko lang tapos balik ko mamaya. Pag okay na lahat, balik ko.
And so, and circling back to these investors primarily, and others,
So tapos ko na siyang nalabhan.
those companies might be,
Tapos ko na siyang nalabhan.
they might have revenue
Mamount ko na yung board.
Pre-seed is typically pretty early in their evolution, and the after valuation, yeah, is very low.
So ito rin, tapos ko na rin nilabhan. Nilagay ko sa washing.
If you're getting offers from
Tingnan nyo, ang linis.
and
Nilagay ko na sa washing. Yan. Wow, joke lang yun. Linisan ko. Ito yung nilabhan ko. So, anong una nating ilagay is power supply. So, pati rin ito, malinis na oh. Nilagay ko rin sa washing to. Wow, joke rin. Yan, tignan nyo. Linis na. Wala nang alikabok. Kanina, punong-puno yan. Punong-puno yan ng dust. Ang dust niya na parang ano na parang natawag nun. Nagiging ano na yung dust niya. Tila, parang tila na yung dust. So, tingnan nyo ito. So, sobrang linis na. Ano-ano siya sa washing kanina. Paglagay ko sa washing. So, dito yan. Yun. So, tama ba yan? You know what to look for in the early stage. Multiple co-founders, builder co-founders, product velocity, consumer love, you know, early adopters really. Then ito, nilinis ko lang to. 3x social, we got a whole chapter there. Really doubling down is the hardest decision I've got to make. My producer from you, questions for me. We wanted to turn the tables on me. Usually I don't allow this kind of, I'm going to allow it for a couple of questions here. Go ahead. You want to hit me hard with some hard-hitting questions. I don't know what questions you want to ask. I know they put them in the notes. I told them, don't show them to me. I want to give my lightning round here in the last 10 minutes. One thing, before we get to the questions, a couple of fun things. Why is this important? You know, most people in seed, they say maybe 50 million or less is the right size, 25 million, 75 million. What's a number to have to pick the optimal size or the range? And then why is this important?
Yeah, those are great questions. And so I'll talk about it first in terms of like, the factors that I think about, and then I'll sort of like give rough answers that are more direct. The factors that I think about are like, in the first instance, someone has a venture fund because there's something very unique about that and typically relates to sourcing, picking, meaning, adding value. They should be building this around that. And so, that's the first question.
Mali. Unahin pala to.
$64 million and every seed fund should be like under $100 million. I don't have that answer. I don't think that answer exists. That's the first industry.
Dapat ito yung inuuna.
Specific to every person on a venture team and your venture fund and every step. So I don't know.
It seems like 25 to 100 million seems like, or 25 to 75 might be typical. Yeah, we're not saying you have to pick a number, but it's typical.
Yeah, what gets me most excited from the fund now perspective is pre-seed funds are 50 million and smaller. So like if you're a $50 million fund getting 7 to 10% ownership, sub $12 million entry value, that's great funding. You can
dapat ito yan.
You need only hit $500 million outcome to a $1 billion outcome to a firm fund with an investment.
Yeah, I mean, it's all dilution, all things. Yeah, like rock out. And so I'm looking for, like high enough
Yan.
to the fund side. Pre-seed fund, $50 million, getting that kind of ownership. Often get you like 20, 25 companies at least, could get you a little more depending on how you build reserves and how early you're getting into the company. And I think that's a good number for folks.
Tapos
I think
ito.
pre-seed funds are more concentrated. It does make me a little nervous. But if they have a history of investing and you can get comfortable with that level of concentration, like I can get comfortable with that level of concentration.
Minimum number to hit the tolerance.
Yan.
Of companies, you know, it's so interesting. Like,
Or as we say, less logos, and the logos
Yeah,
fund
like less than 20 logos makes me uncomfortable. But more comfortable as long as I believe the team has the capacity to source, pick, and win and work with those companies closely. And typically run funds that are working pretty closely with the companies. And so there's a limit on how many companies they can invest in. But then you see any given
Mamaya na yan,
and
mamaya.
you're like, wow, look at that. It's a 20x fund. And you're like, how'd that happen? You're like, okay, there's actually one big winner and like a couple other solid fund returners, and that's like, that got us to 20. And you're like, man, if they just did 32 instead of 33 investments, would they have missed the game? You never know. It's like this game of just a small number of winners.
Hindi ko pala na-picturean yung ano.
I don't think there's a magic number here.
So, balik.
20, I'm uncomfortable.
Need ko lang ito picturean.
Typically not doing because it's hard to work closely with those companies, although it is possible. And I'm typically drawn close to working closely with companies. So I'd say it's somewhere in the 20 and 40 range. It's usually more like 20 and 30 companies. On a pre-seed fund, and yeah, like ideally around 50 million or smaller, getting 7 to 10% ownership. On a seed fund, yeah, like I'm comfortable with funds that are getting up to like $100 million at the fund, investing in seeds. If they're investing in bigger rounds, hopefully the companies are a little further along, and maybe a little de-risked, although I think the data would not necessarily support that. I think actually it's a great place to learn pre-seed. Like, I don't see a lot of depth from like a high mortality rate between like pre-seed and seed, and so I think part of the reason why I'm focusing increasingly on pre-seed funds because of that mortality rate, and because like smaller fund size, higher ownership relative to fund size, like and there are fewer funds playing with that. So there are a lot of seed funds that are a lot fewer folks investing.
Seed funds are generally signed by, 10% of the company for $2 or $3 million. So something in that range. Yeah,
Yeah, like there are folks who say, hey, we're going to be a $30 million fund. We're going to get 4% ownership. In seed rounds, we're going to be investing in 15 to 30 million posts or whatever we're calling a seed round. And that strategy can work too. Totally. But like, if you were to say, hey Alex, are you interested in a $30 million
Then ito is lagyan natin ng mga thermal kasi
$50 million
tingnan nyo,
fund targeting 10%,
ito yung ano sa init,
I would be drawn just
yung mark ng init.
Zoom
in natin. Tignan nyo, parang nangitim siya. Yan, nangitim. Yan yung mark na nag-init siya. Sobrang init. Kaya siya namamatay. Lagyan natin ng thermal yan. May thermal na siya pero ano lang natin, konti lang.
Being very judicious in how much dilution they allow in their companies. I think this could be one of the big trends of this cycle. Is founders like not wanting to liquidate, or dilute 30 or 40% in, after by their Series A, and they own 50% of the company, and seed investors, pre-seed investors in the Series A own 50%. I'm seeing less and less of it. People want to skip rounds. I call them allocators. Yeah.
I see that too, and I should be careful here because one of the things
Kukunin ko lang yung topic.
like many funds are just oh, if we could invest in an $8 million post, like we would. But we're only doing that. Like, no. If we see a great company at a $20 million post, and we can get the ownership that we think we need to generate fund level returns, like
Pati rin ito, malinis na rin. Yan. So,
because I think the reality on the ground is that many funds are a mix of, I guess, pre-seed and seed. Well, we're calling pre-seed and seed.
Yeah. All right, you had a couple questions for me. We gotta wrap this up here, man. We went long.
Yeah.
Great discussion. Great guest.
Oh, no, it's been fun. So, a few questions for you. One is like, what's the ideal LP for you? How do you pick LPs? To the extent that, you're oversubscribed, you're trying to choose, or you meet people and you're like, hey, this person's not a fit, or hey, that person isn't a fit. What are you looking for?
Like, there seems to be two groups of people who enjoy working with us and that we enjoy working with. There are some who are set it and forget it. Okay, we understand venture. We want to place a bet. We understand, you're going to have some funds, fund 1 and 2 might overperform, fund 3 might underperform, fund 4 might be average, fund 5 might break out. We understand the dynamics and the randomness of what you do. So we're going to be in it for the long haul, and yeah, you know, we want like this level of communication, which is typically yearly audits, you know. And then we have another group which I really enjoy working with, which is the new retail investors who, hey, you know, I've made some seed investments. This is my first venture fund or my second venture fund. I'm looking to, you know, put $250K to $5 million into venture funds, and you know, I want to learn. And I'm also looking at the Google sheet that you share with your major LPs, you know, over $1 million LPs that have all the. You
So
know,
i-scroll lang ko muna ito lahat.
and I kind of like.
Next is ito
We
naman.
don't know yet. I think the PS4 Pro might have been confirmed. Or either way,
nilagyan ko ng screw.
currently we've got the revision that you're going to be buying in the shops. You're going to be
Tama.
I bought this from Amazon Brand Spanking New. It got delivered on the 29th of December, and I've never paid it on.
Baliktad.
540 pounds for this, just so I could learn this board. The 1100 series PS5 had a few little differences, a few subtle differences. The 5 volt to 3.3 volt regulator on F700 actually went to a 5 to 1.8 volt meg, and there's a few other small changes to the board for power efficiency and things like that. So I'm expecting to see a lot of big changes. I haven't actually seen any teardown videos, completely free to use, no strings attached. But you can check out the Discord link in the video description. And something else that's in the video description is the link to my Twitch channel where I do live streaming. I do live stream on YouTube, but I also live stream on Twitch as well. And this is a very expensive video to make. So if you want to support me, if you want to help me to pay for these kind of things, then you can head over to Twitch, and if you've got an Amazon Prime account, or if a friend or family member has got an Amazon Prime account that you're not using on Twitch, you can link that to your Twitch account and then subscribe to me absolutely free. So Twitch is free to use, but we have got a subscription feature like the channel membership that YouTube has. And it gives me around about $2.50 every month for everyone that does it. It does massively help me. If you've got an Amazon Prime account, it's absolutely free to do. No cost to you if you already have Amazon Prime. So I do really appreciate all the support. It does help me to do things like this. And also there's some direct donation link in the video description, as well as some affiliate links if you buy anything from AliExpress or Amazon. I'll get a little bit of kickback on that. And also there's a link to my online store down below as well. It all helps. All of the money from my store comes to me. Most of it is good parts from consoles that I couldn't fix and things like that. But it does massively help me out. It helps me to keep doing this sort of stuff and helps me to keep this channel moving.
Thank you for PCBWay for sponsoring today's video. As the industry leader in custom PCB manufacturing, PCBWay is the only solution you'll ever need that actually works. But as you can see, it's in...
So ito naman yung susunod nating linisin. So laban natin to.
As you can see, there's no marks on the HDMI. I've never put this...
Di pwede joke kasi may board yan. Linisin lang natin yan. So ito na yung fan niya. Linis ko na.
I don't want to disturb it too much. Obviously, if this fails, yeah.
So kabit na lang natin.
And then I'll chop that into foam, right? So we've got the foam, we've got the protective sticker, same design as always, but the liquid metal is grouping down here. And why is that? Gravity. Okay? What goes up must come down. Gravity is what is causing that. And yeah, this proves it. This proves absolutely categorically that without any kind of user intervention, without any kind of dropping, this has definitely not been dropped. I can promise you that 100%. It's been sat in the box, hasn't moved, never been held on. I bought this brand new. This has been sitting in a warehouse somewhere, and that liquid metal is already starting to form, okay? But anyway, I digress. That is a story for another day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go under the microscope and we're going to inspect some of the different chips on this and see what's different, what's the same, what I know that we can already buy, and things like that. So let's get into it. Let's take a look.
So good day guys. So ngayon is ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano magbasa ng error codes ng PS5 para malaman natin kung anong sira niya, ano ang last log na sira niya, para makita natin kung anong error. So meron tayo ditong PS5 na model is EDM 010. So
I do believe it's a
alam ko na kung ano ang UART niya kasi mayroon dito sa laptop.
you can see has
Yan.
most likely
So yan yung guide niya para ma-UART natin. Mabasa natin yung error ng PS5. So iwa-wirings lang natin siya
this is some charging thing.
sa ating UART reader. So
So what is the solution? The solution is we don't tell
sabihin natin.
I'm gonna remove that sheet.
Yan. Zoom in ko lang, iwa-wiring natin yung ating UART reader. So ito yung UART reader. Ito. So iwa-wiring na natin siya, then plug natin yung PS5. So ito ground.
Yeah, so we remove the chip position, and we see another chip position. Let me put back this cap.
So i-diagnose natin siya
So
kung
we remove the short, right?
anong error. So ang problema nito is overheating. Kung makikita ba niya na overheating yung problema niya. Pero okay na to, na repair ko na to, nilinis ko na yung mga
So if we remove the short, that's when we don't
nagiging tila na mga alikabok. Sa sobrang
let's see.
alikabok para na siyang tila.
To here.
So nalinis ko na siya.
Oh,
So wala, na-try ko na to, naglaro na ako ng NBA kasi sabi ni customer is sa ano pa lang, sa first quarter pa lang
it was getting hot.
or hindi pa abot ng first quarter, namamatay siya. Pero ito, na-try ko na siya mga 4 times ko na siyang nalaro. Then tiningnan ko rin sa kanyang thermal scanner, in-scan ko siya, yung init niya is normal naman. Kasi nakikita, sinesearch ko sa internet kung anong normal na heat signature niya. Then nasa 60 to 70 kung naglalaro ka ng mga mabibigat na game. So yun, nasa 60 lang siya.
200 milliamps
So ngayon is i-UART natin.
bad sign, yeah? So it is like the 3.3 LDO 200 milliamps is a lot, yeah? So the sun is bugging me.
So babasahin lang natin kung anong error. So nandyan ba yung error niya na
150 milliamps.
overheating.
Same chip is marked hot. That chip is marked hot.
So ayan.
So let's continue our diagnose.
Ayan. May ilaw na.
First step is to find what is having panels. Taking 240.
Yan, check natin kung tama ba yung wirings natin, then try natin doon sa laptop.
Check that. You can see that chip on the side. Yeah, that chip is taking 240 milliamps. Not that chip, sorry. What is behind of that chip? What is behind of this chip? Behind of this chip. Behind of this chip is another charging IC. Huh? Let's check together.
So i-plug.
Possible. I mean,
Pa-plug ko muna yung PS5. Pero tandaan niyo, wag niyong i-on pag nag-UART.
This is a charging IC. You can see the
Bawal
data
siya
line.
i-power on.
So you're not going to-
Meron dito siya, merong guide dito na bawal i-power on.
This is burned. That's the reason.
So
why
please
it's
connect your
getting
PlayStation. Do not power up the
hot. One
console.
second, because I think we are missing something. So this chip, yeah, is taking the power. Yeah,
So,
from the main power.
Check natin and then i-run natin yung software
Power from the charging part. Then it's outputting the
kung
current,
anong mababasa niyang codes.
which probably is this power rail, which is the main power rail.
Yan.
Power rail.
So hindi siya nabasa. So try natin.
Because I plugged the charger exactly here.
Kaya pala. So So, taan natin.
let's take a break for short, right? And let's take the main power along this way.
Yan, run error codes. Tingnan natin kung tama ba yung wirings. Kung magra-run siya, is tama yung wirings.
So the main power, right? Yeah, will be here. Yeah, right here. Check on the screen. Here. No. No, it's
So, mali ang wirings. So, ilipat na natin yung wire. Eh, hindi siya nagbabasa.
So why does she from the other side of the mother body is not like her? Hmm? Because here we test even this should be removed.
Yun, check natin ulit.
Even here it's a how.
Ayun, nagbabasa na siya. Yan. Kita nyo, nagbabasa siya. Kaya i-run ko.
So where this power is going here and from here, and here, so I'm assuming this is the main power or what?
Yan. So, i-run ko siya. Click kong run.
You know what?
Yun, nagbabasa na siya. So, tingnan natin dito kung anong error.
Just to confirm, I'm no wrong.
Zoom out natin.
Just to confirm I'm no wrong.
So, yun yung mga error niya.
I'll do exactly the same thing. I'll follow the power supply exactly the same.
So, tingnan natin na sa taas kung anong error.
Check on the screen. It's taking nothing.
Yun, general power failure.
But here it's taking no current.
Ito yung error na
Chips are short.
nag-overheat.
So let me take
Ito.
out the motherboard and let's replace.
Data line short. Oh. So, may short siya sa memory. GDDR6 EPU data line short.
I'm just trying to remove whatever shortest components I can find here.
At saka may mga ano siya na report.
I'm not gonna check.
So, try natin i-clear log.
Because clearly that shit is gone.
So, kukopyahin muna natin yung ano niya, yung error.
So let's check with the multimeter. Check on the screen. Turn on.
Pagkatapos, i-clear log natin.
What I told you.
Then, babasahin natin ulit kung may error pa ba na lalabas. So, end of errors. So, ito yung ano niya, ito yung ano niya, yung basa niya sa log natin.
What was that?
So, nothing to concern about first. So, okay naman daw kasi nakalow na yung ano niya. So, medium, everything appears fine. Okay pa siya.
Now let's check the
Pero kung naka-high, is console may boot but press. Yun yung sa error na ano niya. Severe, prevent console from booting. So, yung mga error niya is dito nakalagay.
and I'm coming with the power supply.
Yan. So, close na natin yan.
Yeah. It's taking no current at all. It's taking 10 milliamps. Because
Isang error niya is low lang, low. Pero may isang severe.
which is perfectly fine.
Pero yung severe na yan is matagal na yan na error.
So this board is fixed or what? Let's plug this down.
Yan, matagal na yan na error yan. Kaya may date yan. May date. So, tingnan natin kung anong date yan. 19, kahapon yan na error. Yan. Siguro naglaro siya. Yan. Kita niya. Ito. Kahapon yan na error. So, 1:40 PM. Yan. Yung severe na yan. So, ngayon, titingnan natin. I-clear log natin.
What was the voltage?
Kung may error pa ba nalalabas. O, dito tayo. Clear error codes tayo. Yan. So, clear na yung error codes.
So basically, sorry, if
So, magbabasa ulit tayo. Magra-run ulit tayo ng error.
I mean that's what is
So, run natin. Yan. Ay, clear error codes. So, ilipat ko lang sa read error codes.
Let's see if it starts, man.
Ayan, run natin.
Can't do this as
Yan.
also. Very
So, ngayon, wala na siyang error.
the battery
Yan, no error na siya. Ibig sabihin, nawala na yung overheating. Yan, kita nyo. Yan, error code wala na. Yan, okay. 0008. So, priority low. So, ito low, nothing to concern about. So, sa error message, wala na. So, ibig sabihin, okay na yung PS5 natin. So, okay na yan.
move them are doing.
So, wala na tayong dapat katakot. Yan,
You know what I'm saying? I think that they are
silipat ko lang. So, okay na yung PS5. So, yun lang. Nasundan nyo ba kung paano magbasa ng error codes ng PS5? So, next kong ipapakita sa inyo is yung sa PS3 naman. Pero sa next upload ko na lang yun. So, yun lang. Thank you and thank you for watching.
But see, I can't see the connection. The screen is placement and the audio voltage. What is the connection? You can't see the connection, right? I can't see it either. Or is this, you know, function? Is this one completely?